So I'm doing the math, okay? So 1,600 times $5 is going to give you $8,000, which basically means this little journal right here is literally making $8,000 in profits every single month. Habibi, I saw that and I'm like, I think I could do something like this. So this is exactly what I did. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through how I basically created like this empty journal and put my product on Amazon and then started getting some sales. I'll show you exactly how much I got. And then basically just tested. I'm like, is this gonna make me money or not? So look, in this video, I'm basically gonna show you this challenge that I did with myself. But no, for this one, I'm actually not gonna shave my hair for this one. As you can see, like my hair is finally coming back. I'm not shaving my hair if I'm failing this. But basically, I wanted to create like a little book and then post this book on Amazon. But I wanted to make this book so easy for me to the point where I don't really have to write anything. And then once it's actually on Amazon, I'm basically going to start making good money from it passively. So as you guys know, Amazon is just one of the few businesses that I make money with. And it's been making me a consistent like 3K a month. But sadly, the other day, like I think 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, I got this message saying that my Amazon Associates account got closed because of like some sort of like YouTube video that I made, and claiming that some sites on Google were bringing traffic to my Amazon storefront. These sites are not linked as one of my sites, but they were still bringing traffic, and Amazon didn't like that. For some reason, I don't know what happened, bro. My Amazon got closed for some stupid freaking reason. I don't know why. So that pissed me off, but it made me so sad because I'm like, I'm making good money from it. Like I used to be making very good money from it. So I wanted to come back. But instead of doing Amazon influencers or Amazon associates, I'm going to start doing a book, basically Kindle publishing. So this is what I did. First thing I did is I just went on Amazon and I just searched up prayer journal for women. Now, the reason why I searched up a prayer journal is just because I wanted to make like a low content book. Low content books, it just means that they're basically books that you don't really have to write anything in it. So there's actually no words inside of it. So even you can actually go and do it, even if you don't know how to write or even read. But the point with these books is you want to have like a target market with them. So for example, if we just look at this book right here, yeah, it's been posted 2019, but just listen, as you can see, like it has like a very nice cover, but like if you just look at it, like who's the target market here? Well, it's just basically Christian women. That's it. It's so easy. And then if you just open it, you would see it's like very nice cover and everything, and you go down, it's like nice designs and all that stuff, just nice everything, right? But I'm like, okay, this is targeting Christian women. So what if I actually create something that would target Muslim women? Because definitely there's like a market for this. So if there's a market for this, I'm pretty sure there's a market for Muslims too. Because once I see something working like this is just one way to actually come in and differentiate. Just take the idea, move it to some other market that most likely has a very similar idea in it. So this is what I did in this video. But like now, why did I specifically choose this exact product? Well, when I went down, bro, what I realized is I'm just like, hold on a minute. Like I wanted to see exactly how much is it making per month. So I saw that the BSR is 428. Now this is how you see how much the store is making. Now it's funny, just yesterday, this BSR was only 1,500. It wasn't 428 or whatever, which just means the lower the BSR, the more sales they're getting, which is crazy. So yesterday, when I actually just put the BSR here, I clicked calculate sales. By the way, all I did is I just went on Google, I just searched up BSR calculator, and I got this website right here. It doesn't matter which website you use, as long as it's free. And then I click basically calculate sales. I'm like, okay, they're basically getting 1,600 sales per month. So if you just do the math with yesterday's numbers, they're selling it for $10. Once you take away all the Amazon fees, they're most likely kept with only $5 profit per sale. So you just do $5 times $1,611 is going to give you $8,055. But now what's crazy is the BSR is different. It's way lower. So let's just do 428. Let's see how much is that. So that's like almost 4,000 sales per month. That's actually insane. Regardless, it doesn't matter how much they're making. We just know that this exact listing right here is doing amazing. So the idea is proven. So let's actually create the journal right now. So what I decided to do is actually use this thing called BookBalt. Now, if you just go on the BookBalt site, basically they give you like all these tutorials right here, which you can just like watch them and then follow along. But you can do like product research here. You can do keyword research and all that stuff. But what I did is I just clicked on research and I clicked on create, because BookBalt is going to help you create the actual book. So basically click on BookBalt Studio, and that's where you actually create the whole journal. And this is crazy because I've never done Amazon KDP in my life. So I don't want to start like literally from scratch. I want to start with like something. I don't want to go on Google Doc and then try to create like a journal from there. I want something that's like, it can basically do it for you in a way. So anyway, you click on project and then you click on new project, and that's where basically you give it like the dimensions. So for example, you can give it all these dimensions right here. So I wanted to do a journal, right? So the dimensions are going to have to be like a journal dimensions. And how do you find those? Well, I don't even know. I just went on Google and I'm like journal dimensions, and then they were just like, well, it's 6 times 9. So I'm just like, 6 times 9. And then for the interior, it's gonna be like a journal type book, right? So the interior has to be like empty and it doesn't really need any colors. So I'm just like, okay, black and white interior with white paper. And then for bleed, if you guys don't know what bleed is, basically it's this. So it's like this right here is a book with bleed, and this right here is a book without bleed. So it doesn't really matter. I'm just like, do it with bleed. I want my book to actually bleed. And then for the page count, so it's a journal, right? And even if you've never done a journal in your life, what I actually did is I just went back on the actual listing, this listing right here, and then I went down and I saw that they have 229 pages. So I'm just like, okay, I'll do it too. Now, once you do that, you're going to be on this page right here, where here is where you're going to be editing the entire book, like literally page by page. But again, this is only a journal, so it's not like going to take forever. And I just want to show you how fast I did this whole thing. So as you can see, like it has like all these pages right here. And what I actually did for the pages, let's start with the pages. So if you just click on like one of the pages, they're all the same. I just made it like this. So it's a journal, so you just gotta make it literally look like a journal. And once again, I did not want to write a single word. So the way I created this thing right here is I just clicked on this button, and then here I clicked on notebook, and then basically it gave me like all these templates right here. So all I did was just click on this template right here because it literally says journal, and I'm done. So then once I clicked this, it asked you, they were like, do you want to do it narrow, college, or wide? I'm like, I don't freaking know, I'll just do it wide. And then you want to tell it to do it for all pages, except for the first page and the second page, and then everything else is going to be just like this. So the entire book right now, like the entire interior, is already done. Now for the very first page, I wanted to basically allow the customer to just write their name on the journal because I know most of them, they like doing that for some reason. So what I did is I clicked on this button right here that tells you shapes, and then I clicked on triangle, and then basically it gave you this triangle right here, right? And then I'm just like, okay, I want to make this whole thing transparent, but then I want this triangle to have like nice little strokes. So I'll just give it some strokes. So I put it at like 5 or whatever, and then it looked just like this. So then if you touch it from here, it gets bigger if you do that. And then I clicked on this button once again, and I told it to give me a line. Now for the line, you can just make it smaller. So just like make it smaller like this, and then put this one right here. And then for the words, I basically clicked on this button right here, and I told it to give me a heading. My favorite font of all time is actually this one right here. It's called Poppins. So I just added Poppins inside, and I just said, this journal belongs to. And then I clicked on regular because I don't want it to look like too boldy. But obviously you gotta make it smaller. So I make it smaller, but then I put it in the middle, in the center, and then just make this thing small. So to make it smaller, just go here and then just slide this over just like this. And then for the char spacing, I just made it like a bit more spacey, just like this. And that's pretty much it, bro. Do you see how easy this whole thing is? But anyway, eventually it looked just like that. Now for the hardest page, which is this one, I'll walk you through exactly how I did this one. Now listen, this cover page is not my best design, okay? I am not a designer, but I thought this looked pretty okay. So anyway, so what you do is this whole picture right here, what I actually did is I clicked on this button right here, and then I went on Unsplash, and I was just like, star. For some reason, in my head, I'm just like, well, okay, I'm doing a journal for Muslim women, so nature is probably going to be like the best theme, so I'm just like, star. And I looked at all these things right here, but then I'm like, this little picture right here looks pretty nice. So I took it, I added it, and then I'm just like, let me make this whole thing bigger. So I ended up with this whole page looking just like this. So then I looked at this, and I'm like, prayer journal for women. So I'm just like, okay, I'm going to call it My Quran Reflections, because the thing is that this whole book, I don't want to call it like a 52-week transformation thing or whatever. Like, I wanted to call it something to the point where if people actually bought this thing, they would know, like, that's exactly what it is. It's basically a bunch of pages with lines so that you can just go and write like your Quran reflections on them. And there actually is a lot of like listings on Amazon that have like the same exact thing. But like if you were wanting to like come inside this whole market, you want to differentiate yourself. And again, one of the best ways to differentiate yourself is to do the same thing, but to someone else, like to a different group. And in my case, my group is going to become like Muslim women. I mean, men can also buy this thing. It's obviously not just for women. So anyway, I just called it My Quran Reflections. And then I put like this little triangle right here, which I just showed you how I did it for the second page. The same exact process. And then I added like this moon and then the star sign by going on this button right here. And I was basically just looking around like all these things. And I'm like, hold on a minute, this thing right here is the sign. So I put the sign right here. So the page on the right is the page that the customers are going to see in the front. And the one in the back, like you see all these green lines, so the one on the left is the one on the back. And I just wanted to add like a little touch. So I'm just like I added one of those ayahs where it's like, do they not ponder over the Quran, or do their hearts have locks on them? And the reason why I added that is just because it just fits the whole theme, right? Because it's like a Quran reflection, and it's like, it's a book that's made for you to just basically come and then ponder on the Quran by like writing your whole thoughts. So I just thought this was pretty cute. But yeah, like, is this my best work? Yeah, bro, this is my best work. I can't do something better than this. So anyway, once I'm done, I just click on download, and I download current project, SMYX, or SMYK, which I have no idea what that means, but basically it's going to give you the whole interior and the cover page. So now what I did is I just went on kdp.amazon.com. So what you do is that once you make your account, just click on create, and then here, click on paperback, and then here, that's where you're going to be putting your book title. Now, as for the book title, what you could do is go back to Book Vault, and then you see where it says keywords right here, basically click on that, and then click on search. Now, this is going to show you like the best keywords to add to your title so that people can actually search it up. And then when they search it up, they can actually find it. So just search up what your actual book is about. So it's reflection journal. So now you're going to see like all these keywords right here, and you will know exactly if they have competition or not. So if some keywords have like a high volume, like for example this one, but like they don't have competition, that just means it's a good keyword. So for example, bedtime reflection journal has a lot of searches, but it has no data. Or for example, this one, Bible Reflection Journal, has a bunch of searches, but it has like a high competition. And even this one right here, like Quran Reflection Journal, has very high competition, but like this one right here, Ramadan Reflections Journal, low competition. That's actually very good. Like this keyword right here, it's something that you should actually add to your title. Even if it's not Ramadan, like you can still add this. And then for this one, like Reflections Journal, it just says medium, or like Reflection Journaling, it says low. So these are basically all keywords that you should add. Now, one thing I did is I'm just like, let me see what this listing has as a title. So they're just like prayer journal for women. So what I came up with, I'm just like Quran study journal for daily reflections. Exercise your happiness daily. But once again, like we just did the research and we know that Ramadan Reflections Journal is actually a very good keyword. So what I can say is Quran study Ramadan journal for daily reflections. And by the way, the longer this thing, the better. But obviously you don't want to be repetitive. Like you want to add keywords that actually are relevant, but at the same time, you want to make it still sound like an actual title. So then anyway, so for subtitle, just leave that as empty. And then for series, leave that as empty. This is empty. And then for the author, so you can actually put whichever author. It doesn't matter like the name. You can put whatever name you want. You can create like your own author. So what I actually did is I just called it Muhammad, and then I'm like Mahdi. So it's funny because this is actually truly my name. Like my whole name is Muhammad Mahdi Al-Ubaidi, or Muhammad Uday Mahdi Salam Al-Ubaidi. So technically this right here is my name, but I'm just like, it's actually funny because I know that this name is actually going to work for a product like this. Because again, like it sounds Muslim and it just sounds like it has like credibility in it. But you can put any name you want. This just so happens to actually be my name, but you can put any name you want. Now for the description, I just said Quran Study Journal for Daily Reflections, Perfect Companion. Are you looking for a way to enhance your daily Quran study routine? And then blah, 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 all that stuff. I'm just like, don't wait any longer. Order your copy today and start your journey towards a deeper relationship with the Quran. Once again, it's basically just a journal so that people can write their reflections on it. That's it. And then for publishing rights, I'm just like, yes, I own the publishing rights. And is it adult content? I'm just like, no. And then you can leave this blank. You can leave this as Amazon.com. And then for category, so we're going to add self-help. And then in self-help, we're going to put journal writing. And that should be it. So just save the category. You should be adding at least 3, but like, I don't know what else to add. Just added this. And for this, just make sure you put low content because it's a journal. So it's low content. Low content, once again, it just means there aren't words on it. There aren't that many words on it. Now, for keywords, once again, we did the research. Remember? You go here and you take all these keywords. Like, for example, reflection journaling. Just copy this and then go here and put it. Or like Ramadan reflection journal. And then add all these 7 keywords. Once you're done, just click on save and continue. And then for this one, we're going to publish without an ISBN. Now, to be honest, I've got no idea what this thing means. But here it just said low content books don't require an ISBN. So I'm just like, oh, thank God. Then for the publication date, just put the actual date, which is today. And then for here, I just left it at black and white interior. And then for here, 6x9. And then for the bleed, I said, yes, bleed, please. And then for the matte, I just left it as matte for the cover finish. And then for the manuscript, that's where you actually add your whole journal. So basically, the thing that you downloaded from here is going to give you 2 things. It's going to give you the interior, and it's going to give you the cover page. So the interior, you put it right here, and the cover page, you click on this first, and then you put it right here. So if we just launch the previewer, this is where you can see exactly how it looks like. So it looks just like this. And then if you look at all the pages, it's basically just a journal. And then click on approve, and then save and continue. So now that we're here, this is where you actually add the price. So now listen. This is a low content book. And as you can see, the printing cost is going to be $2.8 USD. So what I actually did is that in the beginning, I just started pricing it at $4.99 because that's the lowest you can price it. But eventually you want to start and then price it as like $9.99. And then once you price it as $9.99, you can see like they keep $3 profit. But anyway, what we're going to be pricing it as, it's $4.99 because again, this is a very new product. You want to price it as low as possible. Now, obviously, I am going to increase the price in the future eventually to the point where I'm close to these guys, but not like the same as these guys. And then once you do that, just click on publish your paperback book, and it's going to take 72 hours for the book to actually be published, where people can go and buy it. Now, here's the thing. Let's just say you started getting sales. You won't actually get the money inside your bank until 60 days after. That's the only bad thing with this whole Amazon KDP thing and the Amazon influencer thing. But once again, bro, like, you're not really doing much work here. You're just making a book and then uploading it to Amazon, and Amazon's giving you all the traffic. So you don't really have like any inventory. They're printing the whole book. They're doing everything. All you're doing is just making the books and then publishing them. And the reason why it takes 60 days is just because of the whole refund period. So after 60 days, customers can't really come and then refund their product. So anyway, I'll show you the results after having this product for about like 3 days now. So look, one more thing. What I actually did as well is, you know how it says bookshelf? And then you click on create. So I published this thing as a paperback, but then I also published it as like a Kindle ebook, just in case, because you know how on Etsy, when people buy like a journal, it comes to them digitally. Like, you're basically selling a digital product at that point. It's not like a physical thing. So I would truly recommend you do both. Like, you do paperback and you do Kindle ebook so that they could get the digital version. So as you can see here, I published the book June 29th. And then if you look at the results, so June 29th, no sale, no sale, no sale. But then July 6th, 4 sales. And then July 7th, 3 sales, which leaves me with a total of $14 from 7 orders. Now here's the thing, bro. This is the thing, okay? Low content books. You're not really expecting to make $10,000 a month with those. Like $5,000 a month with low content books is amazing. $200 per month with low content book is good. So like $5,000 is like way too much. It's like, it's freaking crazy. So the only reason why these guys are doing that much is because they posted it all the way back in 2019. Plus the entire cover page here just looks very good, right? But these people had like 4 years to become a bestseller and then start making $5,000 a month consistently. But we'll see where this takes off like the next few days. But anyway, this whole thing about Amazon KDP is just so interesting that I really wanted to try it. And I know that these are not crazy results. So my next few videos are definitely going to be about this whole Amazon KDP thing. Because, I don't know, man, this thing is just so interesting. Now look, we did use BookBolt for this entire thing. BookBolt, honestly, bro, like, it made this whole thing like so much easier. I even made my brother use this thing right now because it's so easy to use it. So if you guys are trying to get BookBolt, so the newbie option is $10 per month and the pro option is only $20 per month, which is so cheap. It's so cheap. The only difference between both is that the pro option has a puzzle creation software. This is just another low content book. So bro, there's like so many niches that you can go on Amazon KDP and then just start posting books everywhere. Like the one that we did in this video was the journal niche, but there's a whole niche about like puzzles, or like a whole niche about like coloring books. Just so many things that you can do. Now let's just say you don't want to do a puzzle creation. Okay, just get the $10 per month. Now, if you click on the link in the description, there is a 20% discount code that you can use. Yes, it is an affiliate link, which you could use to just help out the channel, man. But my plan with this whole thing is publish more low-content books like puzzles, like journals, and even coloring books. But eventually, I wanted to get into like the high-content books because I noticed like high-content stuff, that's where I'm seeing people like starting to make 10K a month, like just easily. So I'll be sharing more videos about that once I actually do it. But yeah, man, the whole reason why I did this whole thing is because I was already signed up to the Amazon Influencer Program, and as you can see, like all these things are my videos. So my videos are still getting views on the Amazon app, but if you click on see on Associates Central, like seeing how much money I'm making right now, you could see it's like you don't have a permission to perform this requested blah blah blah. Because they freaking closed me! Ow, it just hurt my head. They closed me. Like, bro, I love Amazon, but I don't know why. I don't know what's happening. They closed me again. They closed me because I made like one YouTube video, and apparently you guys kept going to see like my Amazon storefronts. So Amazon was thinking I was bringing like traffic from a site that's not my own, because I forgot to add my YouTube channel as a site of my own, like linked site. So they were just like, well, you're bringing traffic from like a different source and it's not really yours. But I'm like, wait, but my channel is actually mine. So anyway, I was making decent money on this. Like, I was enjoying it. And I was doing no work too. Like, these videos kept getting views. Like, bro, the last 30 days, I got 33,000 views. This means like I made at least $2,000 that month with doing like 0% work. Zero! So anyway, that's why I'm getting into KDP, because I feel like it has the same potential, bro. So click the link in the description to get your 20% off, and then just like start making like a bunch of books. The more books you make, the more money you make. Just like this thing, the more videos I had for the Amazon influencer, the more money I was making. So my goal right now is just publish more books. That's it. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm definitely gonna scale this whole thing because this is beautiful. Take care.